Imagine being harassed by the people who are meant to support you. Today I'm talking to a vegan who has experienced that very thing. Unfortunately, this interview got short due to the nature of the conflict this person is currently going through, but what we did manage to record definitely gets the point across. Just before we get started, guys, please do me a massive favor, smash like, and also please subscribe. This really helps out the channel and helps me to be another voice out there spreading the word about the carnivore diet. Let's get into it. So you actually reached out to me for an interview. Can you explain why?
I'm beside myself and I need to get the words out there. Right now, I'm in hiding because I'm being harassed every day, day in, day out because of my dietary choices.
Who is harassing you?
At first, I thought it was you meat-eating types, but lo and behold, it's a group of militant vegans.
But you're a vegan, so why are they harassing you?
I've got a bit of a rash downstairs, and this rash appeared at the same time as I started eating more tofu. This is a bit embarrassing. So I cut down on the tofu and I made a video about it.
And they didn't like that?
Didn't like it at all. It was labelled as hate speech and they're trying to get me shut down. They've come after my Instagram and now they're coming after me on YouTube too.
What are they doing?
Posting horrible comments about me all over social media.
Like what?
For one, they're calling me tart.
Is that because you like Pop-Tarts?
No, it's because I have an open door policy with the guys in my local vegan community.
You mean...
Yes, we don't have to go further into that one. Actually, that's funny. That's what I said to the guy last night.
He wasn't your type?
He was alright. It was a blind date, but when I got him home, I realised there was nowhere for his guide dog to wait.
Oh.
Plus, the dog would have probably got into my Pop-Tarts, so no thank you.
What else have they been saying to you?
They've been saying racial slurs about my hair.
About your blue hair?
No, my natural colour.
Oh, I thought blue was your natural colour as a result of being vegan.
No, not only am I a lady, but I'm also a vegan. Two of the most marginalised groups on earth. And if that wasn't enough, I'm also a redhead, which is a triple whammy. And when I was at school, the kids were merciless. After my first encounter, word got around that the carpet matched the curtains and the name calling really started. Here comes Fanta Pants, look at Copper Knob, Blood Nut, Ranger.
What does Ranger mean?
It's short for orangutan. And now this vegan group is in on it. They've turned my Facebook page red. They hacked my account. They signed me up for firecrotchmatchmaker.com.
Sounds pretty sinister. What's your plan?
I will not be silenced. Just because I'm not eating tofu doesn't mean that I'm not a good vegan. My life is an example. I continue to minimize my impact on the environment.
You know that vegans potentially have a higher negative impact on the environment than meat eaters do.
It's not just about eating, buddy. It's about everything I do to protect the environment. No plastic, recycle everything. I even have a self-composting toilet.
Is that to reduce water use?
Well, that, and I can also use the compost for making my beauty products. All natural beauty products. It's win-win. It's like I always say, why use shampoo when real poo is free? Welcome back to another episode of Vegan BS. I'm belle-shine McNulty, and today we're going to be reacting to one of these disgusting carnivores who's showing us what he eats every day. This particular carnivore goes by the name of Dave Mack, and Mr. Mack is not only a cow killer, he's also a serial chicken abuser. And I don't mean cornflakes. Now, before we get into it, I've got some things that I need to clear up with you today. First of all, for those of you who are asking what does BS stand for in Vegan BS, it's belle-shine. That's my name. BS stands for belle-shine. BS does not stand for BS. So I've deleted those comments, thank you very much. Now, some other commenters were concerned and asking why I'm not calling myself Jacobs McNulty anymore, why it's just belle-shine McNulty. And that's because Jacobs is gone, he's a scrag, he's out on his butt. He was cheating on me with a cow, literally. His doctor told him that he had anemia and he should start eating meat. And you won't believe what happened next. He started eating meat. And I'm not going to tolerate a cow murderer in my home, and so out onto the street he went. Thank you to those of you who expressed concern, but me and the kids are fine, and Jacob's, well, who cares? Anyway, today we're going to be reacting to this disgusting carnivore Dave Mack. So right now, we're going to be reacting to his video where he's creating breakfast.
I've been on the carnivore diet.
Okay, so this is him here. Oh my God. Oh, it makes me sick.
Recently, I've changed my diet a little bit.
Okay, well, let's just skip past this a little bit. Let's go back to the eating and stuff. Oh, yes, please subscribe to my channel. Yes, yes, yes.
You can see this okay?
All right.
Now, I've made a few changes to my diet recently. I'm still doing carnivore.
Jesus, stop shaking the camera. You're making breakfast. You're not making an adult movie.
But I'm giving that away. Now, previously,
God, his voice is so irritating.
Extra virgin olive oil to cook with.
Yes, okay, virgin olive oil. Okay, got no problem with that, buddy. But hang on, what's this? What's this?
Using beef tallow.
Yeah.
Grass-fed beef tallow from Tasmania.
I'm sorry, grass-fed beef tallow, lard. That's like cow insides. That is just unacceptable. Not only is this guy eating dead cows, he's cooking dead cows in dead cows. I don't know how much I can watch of this. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so from my home country of Australia. All right, so
it's an Australian dead cow.
First thing I've changed. And the second thing you'll notice, if you saw my last video, is I no longer have cheese. All right, I've given up the cheese, and
oh, good on ya, good on ya, buddy.
It was just one. It was a cheese that I was getting.
I cannot believe this.
And I'm not sure.
You're making a concession by giving up cheese. So how about the dead animals?
Right, so let's get started. So I'm going to scoop out some of this tallow. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so that is nice.
Get on with the story. I can't keep watching this.
So what I'm gonna do,
oh, okay. Now we're up to the eggs. Now we're at the eggs. Watch this. 1. Are you serious? 3, 4. How many eggs is he eating? Oh yes, of course we've got the music now. Well, just hang on a second. How many chickens worked their butts off to produce those eggs? How many eggs did you produce today, Mrs. Chicken? 10. Well, that'll do Dave Mack for his breakfast tomorrow then. Here's a hemorrhoid cushion. Have a seat. Okay, so we got the music going. Oh, look, he's mixing up those eggs. Poor chickens. Oh, they've worked so hard for this. Unbelievable. Why can't you do this with fegs? What is the problem? Use fake eggs, you get the same nutrition, probably more nutrition, and it just looks exactly the same, tastes the same. Very nutritional. Oh, look at this. He needs a double-decker size bowl for this. Oh my God.
That's not all.
That's not all. What's happening now? Oh, yes. That's right. Harden your arteries. Come on. Bit more. Bit more. Come on. Come on. All right. What's up now?
We need some beef. All right,
oh, my God. Look at the state of this. How much? 180 grams.
180 grams. 183.
So that's about 400 grams.
Okay.
That's
about 360.
What? That's more than a pound of beef. More than a pound of a cow is going into your breakfast. Look at the state of this. More of this tallow going in here. We've got 600 grams of beef going in, and we've got all this lard going in. So we're cooking the beef in the beef, and we've got more music now. Thank you very much. That's exactly what I needed to feel better, is some background music. Ugh. Oh my God. Okay, let's skip past. Yes, I know how to cook beef. It's the same as cooking vegetables. Okay, so we top the eggs with the beef. So now we've got chicken abuse, cow abuse, double, triple, quadruple cow abuse here. I'm not happy about this at all. And I'm going to be sending him a very sternly worded email after this. And my hair's in my face. God damn. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. What? What? Now, I told you no more Pop-Tarts. What did I say before? 3 Pop-Tarts is the most you can have in one day. No, I'm not going to... Mummy's busy now. Mummy is... All right, one Pop-Tart. Okay. Can you make the Pop-Tart, eat the Pop-Tart, and then play with your devices? Your devices! Yes. Okay, let's go. Okay, Mummy's busy. Mummy needs some quiet time. I told you this before. Okay, hang on. What's this? Hang on. I think you've got a text. Check your device. I think you've got a text. Check your device. A text. A text. A text. Check your texts. Have your Pop-Tart. You've got a text. Check your text. Eat your Pop-Tart, check your devices, and check your text, okay? Okay, and Mummy's going to be another 10 minutes, so please don't be bothering Mummy again, okay? I've got to get through this. I've got to get through this video about torture. I've got to get through this animal torture video, okay? All right. Bye. Okay, where were we? Sorry about that. I'll probably cut that out, but just in case, I'm sorry. My hair's in my face. Jeez. Okay, let's see. What's happened, Dave Mack? You're spilling the cows everywhere. Look at that. You're not even keeping the cows on the plate, so you're going to waste half of this cow throwing it away because you'd spilt it on the bench.
I won't eat again until tomorrow.
Thank goodness for that. You're not going to eat again until tomorrow.
Remember to hit the like and subscribe.
Oh, yes, like, subscribe. Yes. Okay. All right, that's enough for you, Dave Mack. Now, I'm going to be sending you a very sternly worded email after this. I just cannot get over this. So many chickens have suffered, so many cows have suffered, and what have we got to show for it? Dave Mack's breakfast. Let's now switch gears a little bit on the Vegan BS channel, and we're going to get into question of the day. Each episode, I pick a random comment from my channel and I answer it live. And this week's question comes from Jillian86. She says, you talk about how you feed your kids Pop-Tarts. Aren't you worried about how this is unhealthy for them? Well, Jillian86, I've got news for you. That Pop-Tarts box has a nutrition label, and that means there's nutrition in there. Next. Okay, guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in to Vegan BS. Tune in next week when we'll be looking at more disgusting carnivores. And Mr. Mac is... BS stands for belle-shine. BS does not stand... And that's because Jacobs has gone. He's a scrap. I feel like I'm in high school. It's like Kylie Mole. Not only is he eating dead cows, he's cooking. Would you like to introduce yourself? My name is John Smith. I'm 50 years old and I do carnivore. Sure, my name is belle-shine Jacobs McNulty. Belle-shine is a bit of a mouthful, so you can call me BS for short. I'm 23 years old and I'm on the cusp of Sagittarius and I'm a proud vegan. How long have you been carnivore and how do you feel? 5 years. I feel great. At 50, I feel better than ever. How long have you been vegan and how do you feel? About 5 years. Yeah, it's good. No restrictions. Whenever I want a carrot, I just go for it.
Why did you become a carnivore?
I had back pain and eczema for years, and the doctor just couldn't work out what it was, so I decided I was just going to cut every food out of my diet, and then I started to slowly reintroduce those foods. I found that the pain and the inflammation was related to eating fruit and vegetables. I've been carnivore ever since.
Why did you become a vegan?
To save the planet. We're destroying this planet with all these farting cows everywhere, and I refuse to be part of this. I want to be able to look at my kids, and I want to be able to say to those kids, I tried as hard as I can to save the earth. Not only that, I don't want to poison myself with that farty old cow meat.
What does a typical day's food look like for you?
I eat once or twice. I eat steaks or ground beef, some eggs maybe, some bacon. Once I'm full, I stop eating.
What does a typical day's food look like for you?
I always eat the same as my kids because I want them to see I'm getting so much good plant-based nutrition as them.
How many kids do you have?
2, 8 and 6. So for breakfast, we like to eat a bowl of cereal with dried fruit. My oldest wants sugary cereal, but I don't think that's good for growing kids. Instead, we have unsweetened cereal topped with healthy, dried fruit. Of course, we eat that cereal with soy milk to get all those good antioxidants. My youngest really loves the soy milk. The kids take peanut butter sandwiches to school on whole wheat bread, of course. And for dinner, we'll often have some sweet potato, some quinoa, and some mish.
What's mish?
It's mockfish, 100% plant-based. No animals harmed at all. Save the planet.
How do you make sure you're getting enough protein?
I'm mainly eating beef and eggs, so there's more than enough protein in there.
How do you make sure you're getting enough protein?
Obviously, making sure my kids and I have enough protein is super important. So quite often, we'll make a soup. Well, I call it a soup, but it's not really a soup, but it ends up looking that way. What I do is I get a super soft tofu and I mix it until it's really liquidy. Then I mix in beans and lentils and oatmeal and soy milk. Kids love it. Well, they didn't at first, but once I topped it with a tablespoon of sugar, they were all over it. You should have seen their little faces. Well, I say little.
Are you getting enough vitamin C?
Yeah, I get more than enough vitamin C from the red meat that I'm eating.
Are you getting enough vitamin C?
So I wanted to check that actually for one of my favorite foods. So I printed out the nutrition label here, and you can see, let me just turn this around, you can see here on page 35, there's twice the recommended dietary intake of vitamin C in this food. And that reminds me, I need to put printer ink on the shopping list.
What is your food philosophy?
I don't have one, I just try and eat an ancestrally appropriate diet for me.
What is your food philosophy?
Fresh. Everything has to be fresh. Freshly grown, freshly picked, freshly opened.
Have you lost weight since going carnivore?
Yes, I lost 64 pounds and I maintain that weight loss.
Have you lost weight since going vegan?
Next.
Can you give me an example of a dinner menu on carnivore?
I generally don't have dinner, but if I do, I probably opt for something like beef and eggs or just a steak if I go out somewhere.
Can you give me an example of a dinner menu on a vegan diet?
Yesterday we had quiche.
Isn't quiche predominantly made of eggs?
Well, no. I use this.
What's that?
A fig.
What's a fig?
It's a fake egg. It's made with special oils and herbs, apparently. I've got the ingredients lists here somewhere.
It looks just like a real one.
Yes.
Can you eat it so we can see what it's like?
I'd like to, but I can't.
Why not?
I've already eaten 2 of them today, and I'm being very careful about my cholesterol.
What's cholesterol?
Fake cholesterol.
I see.
What are the pros and cons of being carnivore? Lots of pros. I don't ever feel hungry. I get to eat the food that I enjoy, and I have much more energy. The cons, friends can get a little bit weird about it sometimes. What are the pros and cons of being vegan? So many pros, but one of the pros that comes to mind is I don't have to worry about that once a month thing that most women have to worry about. Tends to be once every 6 months for me. Cons? Can't think of anything. Would you ever consider going vegan? I can't imagine it. I don't like feeling hungry. Would you ever consider going carnivore? Ew, farty cows for dinner. I love animals, but there is no way I could eat them. I once kissed a cow. Out of love, of course, but that's as far as it goes. No eating. My lips go no further. It's mockfish. Well, I call it a soup, but it's not really a soup. It just ends up looking that way. You should have seen their little face. I wanted to check that for one of my favorite foods, actually, so I printed out the nutrition label. So you can see right here. Oh.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.